Playing for scrimmage for the next team, Team 21 taking on Team 22.
Let's try it again back in Metro Atlanta for the final game of 6 as we continue OD Bowl week. From the Fan, 680 and 93.7 FM here in Atlanta, I'm Chris Mooneyham. So glad you could join us for our 6th and final game. It's Team Blitz versus Team Beast. We're live in Kennesaw, just outside of the Atlanta city limits. Let's call it 15-20 minutes or so. Metro Atlanta, that'll be good enough. On the campus of Kennesaw State University, Fifth Third Bank Stadium is the site. Team Beast donning the red and let's call it brushed metal uniforms. Taking on Team Blitz donning the blue and green uniforms. Big gainer on first down to get in plus territory. A good start so far for the Beast squad. Rushed right out to get to the beginning of this final ball game. Before we get to the big one, make sure you join us over on ESPN3 for the call of one of the great all-star games, all-American games across the country. The 88, the finest, some of the finest high school football seniors going to take the field here in Kennesaw this evening. Pre-game right about at 5 o'clock and kickoff at 6 over on ESPN3. Bobbled snap, fall on top of it. Smart play by the quarterback. Ash Bides. Or Bibis, if you prefer. Yes, there he is. The California native. Able to fall right down on top of that one. Man in motion. Turns into a 3 wide receiver set. Instead, he'll give off to the back, who comes to the near side. Looks for the 45, takes on a linebacker, and skims his way to about the 43-yard line. Not quite back to the original line of scrimmage. And a long third down attempt coming up.
Pick up a couple on the play. Third down and 12.
It's Jaden Cooper. Carry a moment ago. Timeout coming, timeout called.
Timeout.
Well, no doubt you can hear in the microphone, no doubt you can hear the wind blowing, just whipping around in the stadium here. Up over the last half hour or so after we thought it was about to die down.
Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Resuming point.
Back again on the third long down, the long third down play, and nothing doing. So fourth coming up. Rafe Vinson. And you see on your screen there, the Mississippi native with the carry. Final ball game of the day. Here on the YouTube channel, that is. We'll be with you tomorrow. 6 ball games. Let's get this fourth down play in. First of all, quarterback takes a snap. Hand off to the back, headed up the middle, and they'll stop him shy of the first down mark. Turnover on downs. Team Blitz going to get it for the first time this afternoon. Nearly at the halfway mark of the first quarter. Yeah, 6 games coming your way tomorrow as well here on the YouTube channel. I'll head out of the press box and down to Macon. I've got an assignment down there. Atlanta broadcast personality Justin Hanover going to step into the booth and take over the play-by-play. And then I'll see you right back here on Saturday for 5 more ball games on the YouTube channel. I'll be back on the play-by-play. Each of the next 2 days will kick off at 8 a.m. Eastern Time here in Metro Atlanta. So Blitz with their first opportunity of the ball game. And a modest gain at best. I'll tell you what, he may not have even reached back to the line of scrimmage. TK Kokak, the starting quarterback for Team Blitz. High snap, he stays with it. Able to get the handoff to his running back, T.D. Hayden. And Hayden caught behind the line of scrimmage. So defensive lines dominating the storyline of this ball game here early. Flag on the field, illegal procedure the call. Third and 5 play coming up now. Kokak trying to elude the pressure. Now fires over the head of his intended receiver. Another flag on the play, and yet again a penalty. Consecutive plays against the Beast Squad, and that be good enough to turn what was a lengthy need for a first down, and then 2 plays later worth of penalties. A new set of downs for the boys wearing the blue and green.
After the 5-yard penalty, it will be a first down by penalty. First and 10 for the Blitz. Ball marked at the 49-yard line.
Snap. Kokak handoff. Back headed to the left side. This play may be about to come back. For now, he's over the 40. First, let's head down to Maggie Hetzel. Maggie.
Yeah, Chris, I had the opportunity to talk to some of the guys before the game, and Torrin Hayden, the running back for Blitz, number 20, you'll see him out on the field. He's done these camps since he was 9 years old, and he's never lost a game at the OD Bowls. But a funny little tidbit about him, he actually goes and takes a nap in the car before every game, every time before he plays any type of football, even a practice. He has to go take a nap. So odd, but obviously working for him. His coach said he's going to be a big name, and to definitely watch him. He'll be big time tonight. Chris?
Thanks a lot, Maggie. Good stuff. I think all of us who play sports long enough, we know a guy like that. Absolutely. Kokak decides to keep it.
Is the outside.
Got a yard, maybe a yard and a half. 3:40 mark coming up, first quarter. Scoreless.
3-yard pickup.
A vast difference
Second down.
compared to our last ball game. At this point in our last ball game, it was was 18-6, I guess, already. Both of these teams appear to be needing to settle in offensively. You heard Ms. Hetzel speaking a moment ago about Torrin Hayden, number 20, on this blitz team. He's got the handoff now, tried to turn the corner, couldn't quite do it. And 3rd and long coming up as we dip under the 3-minute mark. There's Hayden. TD on his jersey, Torrin on the roster. Yeah, we all know a guy that needs to take a nap or gets sick before a ball game. I knew one of those guys too. That's why our team I played on was so unique. We had one guy who would get sick before a ball game, one guy who needed to take a nap, and another guy who needed to use the restroom, if you follow my meaning. Kokak still into the ball game. The shotgun set. 2:25 coming up. He'll take that snap, fake the handoff. Looks like he's keeping himself right up the middle. He's got the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Kokak down at the 1. TK with a fine scrambling play there. Let's take another look.
Sack number 12, the ball carrier.
Tremendous individual effort. Now this team with a myriad of ways to potentially get it into the end zone.
First and goal for the blitz.
TK looks to take it himself. He was rebuffed the first time, and on the second effort, he spins in for the quarterback keeper and 6. Pretty simple.
And the blitz. Our first on the board. Flag on the play. Procedure, false start penalty, following offense.
Another shot at the conversion, but they'll add 5 to the try. Try for 8-0. Snap. Handoff. Not quite enough to get into the end zone. That would have been a great play call had they not been saddled with the 5 extra yards. As it was, good opportunity by number 30, or a good try by Micah Hauser, the Indiana native. But Hauser kept out of the end zone. 2-point conversion, no good, and we stay at 6-0. Blitz on top of Beast. This is going to be a beautiful sight. If you've never seen a game from Fifth Third Bank Stadium at night, by the way. Once the sun sets over here behind us, the lights are fully blazoned, and we get to the night game tonight, it's going to be quite a scene. Man in motion. Snap. Running back handoff. Tries to sweep to the top side, and nothing doing.
Willis, number 19. Now the carry.
The Georgia native, Jamad Willis, was the man on the carry just a moment ago, by the way. Ash Bybee's the end of the ball game for his second drive under center. Or in the shotgun, to be precise. As the signal caller, back to his right. Offset man just in front of him. 3 wide receiver set. The throw down here to the wide receiver who tries to make a move around 2 defenders and can't quite do it. Gotta lay that first block. That is always the key. Number 18 couldn't quite lay his block, and that ended up being the key to that play.
That will do it.
End of one from Kennesaw, 6-0. It's Blitz on top of Beast on the OD Bowl YouTube channel.
The Beast, nothing.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey, check test 1, 1, 2, 3. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Reminder, coming up at 6 o'clock, it's the big game, the high school 88 game, the best high school players across the country.
Back for second stanza action.
6 o'clock.
Fifth Third Bank Stadium on the campus of Kennesaw State University. The 3rd largest university in the Empire State of the South. 34,000 now, I think. 34,000 will be the fall enrollment, or was the fall enrollment. Easy to lose track with this place. If you know this school, you know how much it's grown over the last, well, 10 or 20 years. Handoff goes to number 34, C.J. Hankins, if my roster is to be believed. Hankins, the Ohio native, wrapped up on the play. And we're moving the other way with the automatic punt. Well, I was saying no more than an hour ago that we were expecting the wind to die down. I'll tell you something, I don't know that it has. Don't know that it has. Half minute into this second quarter. We're live for you in the OD Bowl YouTube channel. We're in Kennesaw, Georgia, as I mentioned, the home of Kennesaw State University at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. About 20 minutes out of Metro Atlanta, or in Metro Atlanta, about 20 minutes north of the city limits, I should say. Snap. Handoff. Positive gainer. We'll wait and see where they mark it. Looks like it's going to be about a 2-yard gain or so. New quarterback in the ball game. Brand new running back, I believe, as well, and he is down on the turf. Patrick O'Keefe, the Florida native, is checked in at quarterback. His Kennesaw State University athletic program, the home of Division I athletics. Football team plays on the FCS level, Big South Conference. The rest of their athletics in the Atlantic Sun. just wrapped up their second year of college football. Have a highly decorated, long-standing championship caliber baseball program. Played in 4 national championship games just in the 1990s. Basketball team won a national championship the early portion of last decade. Track and field always very, very good. Golf team's good. Those of you looking for a future home for your youngster, or if you are a youngster and you're watching out there, don't be afraid to give Kennesaw State University a look, which is also a leading university across the world. A lot of foreign students end up at Kennesaw State University. Man in motion, he comes set. Take the handoff. O'Keefe smothered under. Big loss
A loss on the play.
for Patrick O'Keefe and his team blitz offense. No big mystery there as to how that play unfolded. So big third down play here. They need a long 11 for the first down mark. The midfield stripe is what they're shooting for. 3 wide receiver set. Running back tries to dump out. Instead, they'll toss it back to the running back. And that ball's loose. And the official blows his whistle, but was he actually out of bounds when he was hit? I'm going to say that Hayden was standing out of bounds when he was hit and the ball popped out. And so Team Blitz will keep the football. However, it's 4th down, so we'll get into the automatic punt. And the boys in red about to get the football back. Not so cold here this late afternoon, but that wind really bites. Brings the wind chill down 10 full degrees. And you can see it's playing havoc on our cameras as well. Bobby stays in at quarterback. Little right-hander, ready. Moves his running back to the right side. Now the snap, gives it to him. Tries to get into the interior, and nothing doing there. No big surprise there. He's brought down by number 68, Anthony Kessler. Kessler going to be one of the more dominating players on this field throughout this afternoon. The North Carolina native. Big, big kid. Bobbies comes back from the sideline. Ash going to give the play to his teammates. Going to have a wide receiver and a tight end down here on the bottom side. Tight end that split out. Got a speedy wide receiver on top side. Snap to him. Ash going to give it off to the running back. Got a positive gain. And it'll bring up 3rd and short. Let's call it 3rd and 3.
Rashad Bowles for 46, the ball carrier. 3rd down.
Rashad Bowles, the Illinois native, the ball carrier. Bodies will take the snap at the 7-minute mark. Second quarter, ball loose. Picked up by the back. And he's smothered under. A big loss on 3rd and 3. And you'll now see a 4th down play coming up. It will almost certainly be the automatic punt.
4th down.
Jamon Willis was in the ball game at running back on that particular play, by the way. He was the young man who scooped up that loose ball, kept his composure, was able to scoop it up and try to make something happen out of it, although the defense was sitting on top of him. So we'll hit the midway point, second quarter coming up here during this next play. Again, just 6-0, blitz out in front. This ball game in stark contrast to the one we just enjoyed. A 60-plus point barrage. Although that more of an aberration than anything else compared to what we've seen today. Most of the ball games have been low scoring. We had an 18-0, a 16-0. That 44-18 ball game. Scores like that. Low scoring affairs throughout. Snap. Look. O'Keefe fires. Incomplete.
Flag on the play.
Patrick O'Keefe still in at quarterback. Yet another flag on the play. Jaden Fair is intended receiver, the Colorado native, pardon me. Too many penalties today.
It'll be an automatic 1st down.
I don't mean just in this ball game, by the way. All throughout the day in each ball game. Too many penalties. Back with a handoff. Tries to work his way off the seam after falling in the middle. Got to the middle, worked out to the outside. Couldn't find anything in either space for the most part. Michael Hughes. Michael Hughes on the carry. The Florida native. Only scoring the ball game so far, a TK Cossack, quarterback keeper. Defensive pressure, to say the least. All of a sudden, the offensive line for the blitz squad is getting absolutely trounced. That defensive line for the boys in red, after that opening drive, looked like a completely different team, quite frankly.
TJ Hankins in on the defensive tackle.
There you see the group of young men that were in on that last play. Hankins, Willis, that group. So 3rd and very, very long. Again, the 50-yard line needed to move the chains. O'Keefe going to give off to the back, who heads right up the middle, and that's almost a conceding of the drive type call. Now I'll let you decide if that's negative or not. Automatic punt with the 4th down coming up. And so we'll move the chains and flip-flop the field. And the B squad going to get the football back. Beast. Trailing 6-0, Team Beast. That's the name of the uniforms. That's the name they go by. Deep ball. Incomplete. You can't tell it, but these two uniforms have such great detail. The Beast uniforms with this open mouth and teeth, the mouth snarling. You can see a little bit of the tongue if you look up close. On the front of the uniform, you can see it. There's Team Beast. If you look really carefully, you can see it with the stars and all that.
Madison, Mississippi.
On the other side, Team Blitz with a lightning bolt on the back of their uniforms and the stars. Intricate uniforms. Good detail, and the kids love them, of course. So, in each of our ball games, it's Beast versus Blitz. Right now, the boys in blue and green with a 6-0 lead. Scored early in this ball game to take that 6-0 lead. Standing up so far as we're nearing the end of the first half. Just 2:45 remaining during this play. Handoff. Back going right side. Trying to find some space. Finds a good bit. Takes on 3 defenders. And a good gainer. Jamad Willis, again the Georgia native on the carry.
Willis, the ball carrier.
Bybees checks out and Bowles checks into his spot. Rashad Bowles. See the coach, if you look carefully enough at the top of your screen there, talking to Bowles, getting him to send the play in. Kind of to the right side of your screen. There he is, running into the offensive huddle. Bybees is checked out for the moment. You'll also find that driving from left to right, well, my left to right, your right to left, driving the way that the Beast team is right now, they're also driving into the sun. So that could become a factor in this final drive. Minute and a half remaining. Big second down play. Bowles takes that snap, decides to keep. Trying to work into 3 defenders. And he's wrestled down at the 40-yard line, where they stand him up at the very least. Kind of a wildcat type call there. A long yard and a half, maybe 2 now needed for the first down, and another timeout coming. At 1:08. At 1:08, Blitz actually calls that timeout. Strategically, that's a smart timeout, obviously. If you believe you can stop them on this third down play, you get the football back. Coming up here in just a moment. Low-scoring affair. You want to take every opportunity you can. Try to punch the scoreboard.
And want to remind you, if you signed up for action photos with Glossy Finish, you can view and purchase them at their trailer on the top level of the stadium. It's a great action shot. Those are the photographers that you're seeing on the field right now. And they're taking some great action shots of your boys. Check out their pictures.
From the 41-yard line, 4 wide receivers set. Spread out the secondary. Safety's cheating up. Linebacker does decide to slide over at least one. Man in motion. And they'll give it to him. Coming to the near side. Needs that 2 yards, and he'll not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Big loss of down, or loss of yardage, on 3rd down.
And a timeout.
Another timeout called to stop the clock.
Timeout. The Beast.
They're going to say that Beast called this timeout. That's curious. That would tell you that they're not going to opt for the automatic punt and instead shoot for the for converting the 4th down. But of course, you don't need me to tell you. If you're watching this, you probably know your football. And look, if they don't convert the 4th down, then Blitz is going to get the ball and deep in the Beast territory. Having said that, of course, there is no field goal kicking or anything of that sort, which is so often the strategy in football, why you wouldn't go for it in this sort of position. And if you're Team Beast, your defensive line has played so well over the last, 3-4 possessions against the Blitz offensive line, it might actually not be such a poor decision. In fact, that might be a 50-50 decision as to what you do here. So yes, they may in fact truly be going for this 1st down. And that might in fact be the right decision. They'll load the line of scrimmage, but have 2 wide receivers. And now, Beast calling a timeout.
Timeout call. Timeout.
34.7 remaining in this 1st half.
The official online home of offense defense is code-defense.com. Visit offense defense online for the latest updates on Kansas, combines, and all that goals. Plus exciting audio and video footage on ODTV. Visit offense defense online at www.code-defense.com.
So out of the timeout, it becomes quite obvious that Team Beast did in fact elect to implement the automatic punt and give possession off to Team Blitz.
All right, from the automatic punt.
Team Blitz going to start with a 4 wide receiver set. Cossack, a deep ball where he has a man, but it's incomplete. Oh my goodness. That ball was thrown pretty well. Cameron Hild couldn't catch up to it. Final play. first half. Still scrambling. Look at this scramble job. Trying to turn nothing into something. And Cossack is wrapped up just over the 40-yard line. An early touchdown by TK Cossack. On the quarterback keeper is so far standing up. 6-0. Team Blitz leads Team Beast through the first half of our final game. Day 1 of the OD Bowl week. Back for second half action here at Fifth Third Bank Stadium on the campus of Kennesaw State University. With the boys in blue and green, that's Team Blitz, or the American squad if you prefer. They lead the men in red, the national team, Team Beast, by a 6-0 score. TK Cossack with a quarterback keeper. Early in this ball game, by the way, the 6 points standing up. You see that a lot of times in youth football, or early score standing up in youth sports, period, for that matter. But it has so far. And they'll get a chance to add to it to start this second half. Handoff and a solid lick right up the middle there. That's Torrin Hayden. I believe that was Hayden on the carry. Let's double check it. And a good thing we did. Michael Hughes, the Florida native, on the carry. Michael Hughes on the carry. Here with the play-by-play story from The Fan, 680 and 93.7 FM here in Atlanta. I'm Chris Mooneyham. Thanks for joining us. Our final half of football this afternoon. Cossack in trouble and brought down. Tell you what, that might have been O'Keefe. Actually, they've switched to the third quarterback. It's Bagwell now. Joshua Bagwell is into the ball game. I beg your pardon. The New York native, Joshua Bagwell, the third quarterback in. The boys in blue and green. Two-back set. Bagwell out of a shotgun set sends a man in motion. Think they're running to the right side with two men blocking. He ends up cutting it back to the middle of the field, and he's wrestled down after a modest gain at best. And fourth down coming up, so the automatic punt. So we'll flip the field with the automatic punt, and the national team will take over, or the B squad if you prefer. Ball going to be spotted at the 49-yard line. Plus territory. Handoff, running back, near side. Looks for the line of scrimmage, gets at, pummels two guys, and is brought down shy of the 45-yard line.
Ryan Dallas in on the defensive tackle.
Victor Allen in that last carry. Two wide receiver set. Looks like it's going to be. Yeah. On right side. Snap back to the quarterback, going to hand off to the running back. Tries to get off to the right side. And Allen is stood up, Victor Allen. As Spivey's back into the game at quarterback, by the way, for the national squad. Line of scrimmage. He started to swing in favor of the boys in red, especially when they're out there defensively. They started to dictate the tone of the ball game. But not quite the same level of success offensively. Some of those guys go both ways, quite obviously, but not all of them. Ivy's going to hand off to the back. Allen looks for the 40-yard line, trying to get to the first down mark on third down, and he does. Fresh set of downs for the men in the Beast uniforms, Team National. 7-minute mark, 5 minutes into this third quarter. Let's take another look. Second effort, keep your knees up, keep your feet churning. And that last little spin move back to front face the secondary is what ended up getting him the extra yard and a half he needed to get that first down. Ball spotted at the 38, or maybe just outside of the 38. Two wide receivers set, and they have to flip the field. Bobby's going to come under center. Fake the handoff. Now roll to this near side and float one up there where he has his man down inside the 15-yard line. Trying to drag a defender down inside the 10, and it's first and goal.
Inside the 10-yard line and a first down.
On the reception, number 81, Rafe Vinson, the Mississippi native. Had to stop and come back for that one. I believe it was underthrown, but of course that could be a designed pass as well. Designed to hang it up there. The wide receiver knows it's going to be short, and he can stop and come back to it. Now, we won't know until I have the chance to talk to a coach or a player. Won't know till later, but one way or another, what we do know, ball spotted at the 9-yard line, a first and goal for the national squad in the Beast uniforms. Trying to puncture the end zone for the first time today, and a flag. Timeout called by the boys in red. Clock winding again at 4:30. Remaining third quarter. Man goes in motion. He's going to take the snap, hand off to the back. And with no blocking, the American defense in the blitz uniforms able to snuff out that play.
Second and goal.
Back him up to the 11-yard line. Still goal to go, of course. This will be an interesting play call. That's why I really want to study the lineup here. Tight end on right side. A back beside Bybes. 3 wide receivers set. Right-hander takes a snap, and they are throwing. Deep ball, corner, incomplete.
In the air and
a floater towards the front corner of the end zone. Tried a little bit of misdirection there. Had one wide receiver streaking across the face of the intended wide receiver. You see it there. Good job by the safety man to come streaking across, get a right hand on it, and bat it away. And so now it's 3rd down. It's 2-down territory, of course, with no field goals in this ball game. So 2 plays for 11 yards.
that's the next one. 3rd and goal. Let's hear the Beast fans. Get in the end zone.
Again, a 3 wide receiver set. 2 to the left side. Offset back and 1 in the block for Bybes. He'll hand it off. And he's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Now reversing field. Can he get the one key block he needs? Trying to outrun the defender, and a tremendous defensive play to keep that from turning into a disastrous play for the boys in blue and green.
A late flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play, so let's wait for the call, but we must make sure to point out the effort of Roderick Moore, the Ohio native, who was able to chase down the running back. Don't know that it's fair to say he was the last line of defense on the top side, but he was pretty darn close. Oh my. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty placed on the American squad, team blitz. It'll be an automatic 1st down, and the national squad will be moved up to the 11-yard line. How about that? Final minute of the 3rd quarter. That changes, quite obviously, the complexion of this ball game in a dramatic way. Bybes comes running in with the play call. He's going to send Makins off to the right side. Have McKnight beside him in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on this left side. New set of downs. Hand off to the big guy, who looks for the 10, stiffs arms a guy or 2. .53 brought down after a fair gain. Brian McKnight, the Florida native. Nine-yard line. Into the 3rd frame. 4th quarter we go with what is turning out to be the closest ball game of the day we've had so far. 6-0. American leads National. Blitz leads Beast on the OD Bowl YouTube channel. A second and goal play. I'll tell you what, they changed that because of that penalty, and they can, in fact, get a first down. They need the 1 yard line. Look at this play. Wide receiver was breaking for the pylon. Bobby was trying to throw the short route, have him make the catch, and then try to get to the end zone. Not sure if we're going to be able to get a replay of this one, but I'd love to see it. This could be quite interesting. Because wide receiver was doing one thing, quarterback was doing the other, and it almost ended up being very, very costly because the defensive back was creeping up, coming in on the ball, and nearly had an interception where if he's able to draw that pick, he may be going back the other way for 6. Boy, oh boy. A minute into the fourth quarter. 1 yard line for a first down. Snap. Handoff. Near side. Got to take on a defender or two to get the plus yardage he really, really wants, which would have been about the 5 yard line. On a play like that, you want to get to about the 5 yard line with fourth down coming up. Just the same, it looks like they're going to give him about the 6. Let's see. We'll get a good look at it here on the replay. Jamon Willis on the carry. Break on the field. The B squad. The national squad. Over here having a conversation with their coach. And a timeout called. Well, we have not had a ball game today that has come down to the final possession. And we've had 3 games with eerily similar scores, 18-0, 16-0, 12-0. And now, on the heels of our biggest blowout, a 44-16 ball game in our last affair, now we're getting a 6-0 ball game with roughly 10 minutes to play. The boys in red trying to take the lead, or at the very least tie this thing up. A fourth down play coming up. A first down can be converted at about the 1 yard line or so. Ball going to be spotted about the 7. First down to be nice. Touchdown, what you want the most. Loaded on the line of scrimmage with a tight end. Fake the handoff. Bobby's going to keep it himself, and he is smothered under, shy of the 10. Turnover on downs.
2 defensive stands inside the 10-yard line, and will take possession of the ball. How about it, Blitz fans, for that defense?
Well, that is a big moment. That's the understatement of the year in this ball game, 9-minute mark. But the real reason I say that and bring that up, of course, is to articulate the point that if you are a supporter of Team Beast, the national team, especially if you're a player, you don't have time to hang your head. Look, you're still only down 6-0. There's still 8.5 minutes left in this one, and the blitz squad is pinned back deep. Handoff. Running back coming to the top side, the right side. He's past the 10-yard line. Looks like they'll give him the 13-yard line. And there's Hayden. Haven't seen a lot of Hayden over the last 2 quarters. Again, something you see a lot in these all-star games. These coaches not going to ride the coattails of their best players throughout the entirety of a ball game. It's as much about giving each player their opportunity to see some action as anything else. Game like this kind of resembles the NBA All-Star game where you play a lot of guys. They just keep running out there, or maybe the All-Star game in baseball. You don't really worry about winning the thing until, well, the last quarter, last half of the last quarter. Stop behind the line of scrimmage. And this is the reason that the Beast team, the national squad, has been able to stay in this ball game. Because since giving up that drive early in the ball game, first or second drive of the ball game, their defensive line, I'll tell you what, it's probably not an exaggeration to say their defensive line has been the MVP of the ball game. Save that touchdown by Cossack in the first 6 minutes of the affair. Three wide receivers. Handoff. There's Hayden. And he's up around the 17-yard line. 12-yard line, I beg your pardon. And so fourth down coming up. And so is the automatic punt. Well, there's the stop you needed. Don't know if you'll get another opportunity after this one. Remember, the clock runs in this particular ball game, in the youth ball games. The clock continues to run. It will stop, but not on as many occasions as you're accustomed to seeing in traditional football, in the regular season type ball games. So already you see the clock is running, and we're going to hit the 6-minute mark before the next snap. So you have to believe that this is going to be the last gasp opportunity if you're pulling for the boys in red. The national team, the Beast squad, trailing the American squad, the Blitz team, 6-0. Bobby stays in the affair as the quarterback. Two wide receivers, left side. Got two tight ends who dump out as well to give him multiple options. Got defenders careening down upon him. He'll get to the 50-yard line. A good, solid scramble to gain back what could have been a 7, 8, maybe a 9-yard loss. Now, it will be a loss of yards on the play, but will only, quote-unquote, bring up second down and maybe 11.
Number 10, the quarterback position from California.
5-minute mark. One more reminder for you. Coming up tonight, we shift our focus over to ESPN3 for the big all-star game of the week, the 88 of the finest high school All-American football players in the senior class that you'll find across the country. 5 p.m. the pregame show begins over on ESPN3 with a kickoff slated for 6. Ernie Gunther, John Nelson going to be in the broadcast booth. Make sure you join him, won't you? Coming up tomorrow here on the YouTube channel, we'll have 6 more ball games in the youth section. 6 more ball games in the youth sector. And then 5 more on Saturday. Bobbies. Snap to him. Corrals that low snap, hands off to the running back. There's a flag down on the field, and he's shy of the 45-yard line. This looks like, and it is in fact, going to be on the Beast squad. Six tomorrow, 5 on Saturday. Here on the YouTube channel. Justin Hanover will pick up the play-by-play duties tomorrow for you. Local Atlanta radio personality. I say that like you all know him out there. Used to be over at CNNSI. I'll be back with you for the play-by-play duties on Saturday. Well, 3rd and 13. Ball spotted at the 45. 2 plays to get the 13 yards, quite obviously. They're going to ask Bobbies to throw the football, which he will. Down here to the bottom side wide receiver. He is absolutely, positively eaten up. A physical tongue lashing laid by the defensive back on that play. That number 82, Roderick Moore, the Ohio native. And so now the ball game comes down to this 4th down play.
Loss of 1 on that last play. 4th and 14. For the Beast.
They'll come out with a 3 wide receiver set. Offset back that'll serve as a tight end most likely. Oh, he stays in the block. Bobby's going to fire across the middle into traffic, and it's incomplete. There are no flags on the field, and with 2:02 remaining, the boys in the blue and green, Team Blitz, the American squad, about to take over possession. No doubt here the parents, family members on our natural mic, picking up the crowd noise here today. Chance at a big gainer. And a 1st down, at least for the moment. But there is a flag down on the field. Penalty declined by Team Blitz, a legal procedure. A lot of penalties today at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. We've probably averaged about 12 to 15 penalties per ball game, easily, I'd say. And off to the running back. Looks for the 30-yard line. He'll not get that. About a 2.5, maybe 3-yard gain on 1st down. And a timeout called on the field. TD coming down to this near side. Another good run. You can see why Hayden has the potential to be a special player moving forward. The New York native, Torin Hayden, I'm sorry. After the penalty on Team Blitz, ball backed up to the 37-yard line. Well, touchdown early by TK Cossack. And it looks like it's going to stand up, barring some sort of a turnover. Well, how about that? It's been that kind of day. And now I've seen everything. No, of course not. But this is... Well, the boys in the Beast uniforms have the football back. First down play, 37-yard line. Famous last words, huh? Barring a turnover. As soon as I say that, he fumbles the football. That's incredible. The question is, does the national team, the B squad, do they have the offense to put together 60-plus yards? I'm not so sure they do. And now they're hit with a penalty as well.
The late game penalty call against the Beast.
B squad just hit with a delay of game penalty. That's terribly unfortunate. See if it's a costly 5 yards. Clock continues to run. Bibby's flushed. He'll fire. Incomplete. Difference has been the line of scrimmage. No time to throw. You saw it on that play, and you've seen it throughout this ball game. It's been that way on both sides of the football. Been that way on both sides of the football. The defensive line has helped to keep this B squad in the ball game, but their offensive line has not allowed them to continue that same roll of momentum. Ash needs a deep ball. Being chased. Heads for the sideline. And he's out at the 40-yard line. Well, you hear the exclamations, let's say it, from the crowd, and you may be wondering what's going on. That clock must have wound down 10 seconds after the official blew the play dead. And look, I don't want to point out anybody, pick on anybody, but it's been this way all day long. And some of these parents have been here, have 2 and 3 kids playing in these ball games, and they've been here all day. And it's been this way all day long, and this clock has not been reset. This thing should have been at 19 and running. Instead, it runs at 9, and this will be the final play of the ball game. A lofting pass. It's caught beyond the secondary. I do not believe it. Real life. There's a flag on the play, and the touchdown is coming back.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
That play, the perfect capper to what has been one of the more unusual days in my 20-year broadcasting history. I gotta tell you, I've seen very few days like this, both good and bad. 6-0 is your final. The American squad, Team Blitz, is going to apparently beat the national team, Team Beast. The officials, yes, are now heading off the field, and that will do it. 6-0 your final. Don't forget, The 88 coming up on ESPN3 in mere moments. Pre-game will start in about 10 minutes or so, and then the game will be underway at 6 p.m. Make sure you join Bernie Gunther and John Nelson over on ESPN3 with the call. Tomorrow, 6 games here on the YouTube channel, 5 again on Saturday. Justin Hanover with you tomorrow, and I'll see you again on Saturday. For our entire crew here on the campus of Kennesaw State University and Fifth Third Bank Stadium, I'm Chris Mooneyham. Thanks for joining us for a wild day of action on the OD Bowl YouTube channel.